gentlemen, the show is about to start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Yours truly, Lunatic Raider, right here on Raiders Allegiance, man. We're going to discuss what happened to our Las Vegas Raiders yesterday against the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills. Fuck the Bills. You know what it is. It's still Raiders on mine. You know what I mean? Win, lose, or tie. Fuck you and your ass till you die. Let's go. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. The world's most dangerous chat is in the building, man. We got NorCal Raider Jesse in the building. What's the deal, my dude? Michael Guerrero, top of the morning to you, my brother. Thank you for pulling up. Eugene Powell, what it do, what it do. Salute to you as well, man. Yes, indeed. We got Chris Ariel in the house, man. Good morning to you, my guy. Thank you for pulling up. Yes, sir. Let me see. I'm gonna go off, bro. But you know what I mean. I'm gonna keep it in perspective, bro. You know what I mean. You know you get to one of them points where you get disappointed, and sometimes you just don't really want to go in. You know what I mean. But we'll see what happens with today's show. Brian Rodriguez, man. Salute to you, man. Thank you for being here. Salute to you. Aces, what's the deal, man? Salute to you. Thank you for being here. Who else we got here? All eyes on G. What is the deal, man? Yes, indeed, man. What's another gloomy ass motherfucking Monday? Hey, I know it's better than one red ring, though. Two of those Mickey Figgies. Top of the morning to you too. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Utarian 207, man. What is the deal, man? Top of the morning to you. Yeah, if he doesn't sign with the Chiefs, bro, this year, we'll see what happens with Chris Jones. But, bruh, man, I don't know what the hell happened to our team yesterday, bruh. They came out the gate on one. I'm like, the way they drove down that first drive of the game and then got a 3-and-out from the defense, I'm like, that's the Raider team that we've been looking for. That's that team. And then all of a sudden, right before your fucking eyes, it all unravels. It all unravels. You know what I mean? Of course, we're going to point out the things that we've seen that's a concern. Doesn't mean we hate the team. You know what I mean? Now, they got some people out there that speak on the Raiders like they was like, you know, opposition and shit, but it is what it is. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to point out the wrongs and see if they can correct that shit. And you know what? To be honest with you, it really ain't no point in beating a dead horse. These guys got the film. They're going to watch what the hell happened yesterday. The coaches is going to point out the mistakes they made and what they need to do to correct it. They're going to see that shit. So us getting mad over the shit ain't going to change nothing. They need to go in and watch the film and see what they need to do to get better. And they ain't got nothing. We can tell them all day long. They don't listen to us. They don't listen to us. That's why the coaches get paid. We don't get paid to coach these fools up, man. Either you gonna come here and bust your ass to become better, or you not. Ain't no sense in us turning red in the face and being mad as shit over what? Over what? Our opinion don't matter to them. Our opinion is for Raider Nation. This is what our platforms are for. It's for y'all. These players don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? They don't give a fuck. They gotta listen to the coaches. You gonna sit there and listen to us and not the coaches? Yeah, you beat your way out the door. Brian Rodriguez in the building, man. Top of the morning, man. My guy Raider Ben in the house, man. Top of the morning. Thank you for pulling up. Let me see, make sure. Wild Turkey in the house, man. What is the deal, dude? Top of the morning. Good to see you here. Yeah, man, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it for real, for real, for real. Road King Raider, man, what is the deal, man? What's good? Hey, bruh, you hit it. We lost to a good defensive team, bruh. They had the game plan for us. It's just unfortunate that we couldn't. I mean, because like I said, when we came out the gate, bruh, that's how you want to start a game. You want to come out there, drive, score a touchdown, get your defense on the field after kickoff, get a 3 and out, get the ball back. But then you get little fluke-ass interceptions, you know what I mean, popped up in the air and is up for grabs, you know what I mean? Then you get the fumble, and then you get some bullshit flag. A lot of shit did not go our way. Let's keep it a buck. A lot of shit did not go our way, bruh. We couldn't establish the run, but see, that's the thing that we should have did. We should have continued to do what we did. Remember I told y'all before the game, it was good morning, or it was game day morning with the nation, and I said what the Raiders need to do is attack out on the edges between the hash and the sideline. Because like I said, Buffalo's strength is the center of the middle of the field. That's why we needed Josh Jacobs, and then at least do the tight end since there was no Jacoby Myers. The tight end, we went Hooper once, twice, something like that, and that's it. And it's like the tight end would have tore their ass up, because that's usually what we go to. Our tight ends in our playbook, we usually is always out on the edge. It's never in the middle of the field unless they, every now and then. But the most big plays that we get from our tight ends is deep on the side, outside of the hash. I knew that was because they're focusing on the run, bruh. They do, and to me, their defense is better than Denver's. And they focused on the run, and they took that shit away from us. But we should have countered back with their ass and start going to the flats on their ass. I can remember when the run game didn't work for Tom Brady. How he used the running backs as wide receivers. You know what I mean? Fuck it, spread out their defense. If they want to be clumped up in the middle and stacking the box on us, spread their bitch ass out. I seen promising Trey Tucker. You know what I mean? A couple of times. That one down the sideline when they threw the flag, that was pass interference. If you watch the replay, the defender from Buffalo grabbed Tucker's arm. Because he was going right past his ass. Hey, that boy is fast as shit, though. But Tucker was getting ready to run past that fool. He reached out and grabbed Tucker's arm. And then not only that, did he face guard and all up on him before the ball. He didn't even look back at the ball. They threw the flag for a reason. All of a sudden, there's no flag. How in the fuck did you erase a flag and you sat there and watched pass interference? The receiver was out of bounds. Yes, he was out of bounds. The motherfucker was interfered and got pushed out of bounds. He made the catch, though. But that was pass interference all day long. They didn't call it. But I mean, we the Raiders, man. You can't sit here and get mad at the no calls these punk ass referees don't make. Fuck it. We expect that shit every game. The double and triple teams on Max Crosby, that's a given. You know what I mean? They probably did some holding. Everybody holds. It's just depending on, do the punk ass refs turn a blind eye to it, or do they acknowledge it and throw the fucking yellow flag on the fucking field? But you already know what it is. It's us against the world. It's always been like that. I don't want it any other way. Fuck it. I want to win a Super Bowl with everybody against us. You know what I mean? Everybody against us, and it didn't work. Like, you tried to cheat and shit didn't work, did it? But it is what it is. We're going to dive into some, I want to get into what Josh Jacobs said after the game, as well as Jimmy G. Their mind is right. They on the right track. They know what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean? They know they didn't have a good game. It went horribly wrong after the initial drive. They know they're going to go watch the film and address some shit. Rather than, just say, I don't think nothing went wrong. We just got to do it. No, they know where everything went wrong. They admit they know this shit. So for us to be trying to sit there and like we coaching them, the motherfuckers ain't listening to us. That's why I be tripping off these content like they directly talking to the players. Players don't give a fuck what you think. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep it a buck. They don't give a fuck what I think. They don't give a fuck what the next content creator think. That's why us content creators, we are focusing our content towards the nation. That's who we talk to. Just to give an honest opinion. Not to try to be biased. Not to try to be spiteful or hateful towards my own team. What the fuck am I hate my own team for? Now, some people sound like they hate them, you know what I mean? But shit, that's on them. I ain't got shit to do with they weak asses. But there's a lot of improvement we got to do. I've seen a lot of shit out there that, hey, bro, y'all had that shit. But see, that's the whole thing that's kind of trickery to me. Like, you see how smooth the initial drive was? We try to run Jacobs, they stopped it, but then we go to Trey Tucker, and then we end up going to Devontae Adams for the touchdown. It's like, we can play good when we want to play good. We can play good. We seen our offense move and utilize everybody on that shit. We need to stop being so one-dimensional. See, and I think it's still growing pains. I told everybody it's growing pains. Your rookies got individual growing pains, and then I say as a unit, there's going to be growing pains too. You can't expect these guys to have camaraderie and have that gel together after 1-2 games. That's why, how many games do we always say, how many games do you give the Raiders to really get to what they're from 4 to 7, right? I always said 4. I know when I used to gamble on football, I waited till week 4. Because you're going to be fooled like a motherfucker for the first few games. You don't know what the fuck is real and what's not. So it takes some teams to settle. Some teams will take advantage of teams trying to settle into what their identity is, and they take advantage of it and take it and win games. Why you think the Chargers are 0-2? We know the Chargers got talent on that team. Now their coaching is trash. You know what I mean? Oh, what about Mr. Sean Payton? What, they thought he's just going to come in and just change that whole franchise over in 1 year, huh? They 0-2. And both games were at home. There wasn't no road games like we had to go on against a team that's considered one of the contenders for the Super Bowl. They loaded. Look at the Bills. They loaded. And they went in there and fixed with Josh. They didn't let Josh Allen go down the field and try to make big plays to get picked off. They kept it short and sweet. Short and sweet. Short and sweet. We didn't get no pressure up the middle. The only 2 sacks we got was what was it? Diablo and Spillane. The only 2 sacks on the team came from linebackers. That was because of the blitzes. And we needed to do more blitzes on Josh Allen just to make him uncomfortable. That's where the sacks came from. You know what I mean? Blitzing those 2 linebackers. But I tell you, bro, hey, they know what the fuck they got to do, bro. We ain't got to sit here and break TVs and cuss out the motherfucking team. They know what the fuck they doing. We just got to be patient and watch and see, can they get this shit together? How quick will they? See, and I said this before the season started. I said, it's not if the team will gel, it's how soon will they gel. See, we don't know the time frame. Is it going to take 2, 3, 4, 5 games before they gel and start playing as a unit? Because right now they're not playing as a unit. If they did, there'll be a lot of good plays made out there consistently. Not just one drive and that's all you see for the rest of the game. But we know we have it in us to get out there and move that ball. You know what I mean? But yeah, with them focusing on Josh Jacobs, we got to use every weapon we have out there in the passing game. That's why I was thinking that the tight end was going to be utilized, but nope. Renfro got hit 1 time for 23 yards. That's it. You know what I mean? And I think what a fault is, I think, to be honest with you, I think Garoppolo needs to slow down his reads just a little bit. I think he's going through his reads so fast that he's not allowing other targets to be open for him to choose and throw to them, such as Renfro. You know, Renfro does his little thing to get open, and I think he reads a man on him or a double team so quick he moves on to the next receiver rather than letting the play settle. Not settle all the way down, but get into where the spots that the wide receivers need to be in. I think he's going too fast through his reads. He might need to just attack. I know you want to get rid of the ball quick, but allow your targets to get to their points. That's it. I think he just, and that's why he's always using Devontae. He's always forcing Devontae Adams because right now that's the comfort level he has. That's the comfort level he has right now. But you know what I mean? It's a work in progress, bro. It's a work in progress. That's the way I see that shit. Let me see who else. We got Joel E in the building, man. Top of the morning to you, Robert Pena. Top of the morning, man. Thank you for pulling up. Yes, sir. Pyro in the building, man. Top of the morning. And I think Tony Shepard's in the building, man. Top of the morning. Is that about it? Let me see. Shout out to everybody watching, man. If you are here for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, man. And leave a comment and share the video if you would. I appreciate it if you did. Raider Syndicate in the building. Why are we the most hated team in the NFL? Syndicate, you gotta, it's historical, bruh. It's historical, and this shit just carried on to the next generation of the Davises. Al Davis pissed the league off because he sued him. You know what I mean? He pissed coaches off. Shanahan said that Al Davis owed him about 100 or 200,000, and Al Davis told him, go ahead and sue me. By the time you spent your money on lawyer fees and shit, that 200,000 will be gone. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like when the USFL sued the NFL and they won $1. They spent all that, they had to fold. That's why the USFL originally folded, because they sued the NFL, they won, but the judge only awarded them $1. So all those lawyers and all the fees they spent to try to take down the NFL, all for nothing. That's the same exact thing Al Davis did to Shanahan, the old when he was the coach of the Raiders. But when he went to Denver and shit, he said Al Davis owed him 200,000, and Al said, fuck you, eat a dick, sue me if you want to. You gonna spend more money trying to sue me than you will when they award you 200,000. So that happened. And then of course, like I said, with the league, and then when Al Davis was the commissioner of the AFL before they merged with the NFL, he was snatching the players. He was snatching players from the NFL and bringing them to the AFL. That's another thing that rubbed them the wrong way. And then you get out here, and then you have the John Gruden emails and shit. You know what I mean? And now that if this shit goes to court and they use those emails as evidence, it could bring a lot of ass whipping to a lot of motherfucker higher ups and owners in the league. And I think that's what a lot of these motherfuckers are scared of. Did you hear Jerry Jones come out and say, oh, we need to get more minorities in ownerships of the league? Yeah, you trying to cover your ass now. You know what I mean? You trying to cover your ass because there's going to be some emails, probably because you an old ass white dude. Now, let's keep it a buck. You come from the era when racism was tolerated, when racism existed. You 80 fucking something years old. We talk about you grew up in the 40s and 50s. It was segregation, Jim Crow laws and shit. So we know what era. We've seen the picture of you when they didn't want the blacks to go integrate in schools. You stood out there with the other white kids. You try to say, oh, I was just watching. Why the fuck was you watching from the front line? I'm not going to be on the front line if I don't plan on shooting nobody in war. So why you on the front line with the rest of the motherfuckers that didn't want to integrate the schools with black kids? You know what I mean? A lot of shit is going to come out. There's probably emails that these motherfuckers, cracked up and made some nigger jokes. Let's keep it a buck. They come from that era, bruh. It doesn't surprise me. Don't surprise me at all. You know what I mean? It's just, and I think there's a lot of shit in these emails. You heard what the owner of the fucking Buffalo Bills was like. If the blacks didn't like playing in the rules or whatever in the NFL, go to Africa and see. Go back to Africa and see how it is. That kind of shit. That's the mentality they got. You know what I mean? A bunch of old white dudes. They come from that era. So I know there's emails out there floating that's way worse than what they said John Gruden was saying. I promise you that. I promise you that. There's way worse emails. That's what they're scared of. Because if they can go ahead and enter the emails as evidence, it's going everything bad that was said by any owner, coach, or whatnot that was going to or from the Washington Commanders, it's gonna be out there. And so far, Gruden's been winning each fucking each time they go to court, the judge is siding with them, and they getting real nervous. They getting real nervous. You might fuck around and have to and this is some real shit. You might have to change that. Whoever's running the NFL, that front office, motherfuckers is gonna have to be forced to be let go and get replaced. And you know what they're gonna end up doing? Since the NFL is by committee, is by these teams, the save face, you're gonna have a black commissioner of the NFL. Watch what I tell you. Just watch the game they play. Not because they think he can run it, because they get off our ass. Look, we got a black guy running the you know what I mean, running the league. He's gonna be a black commissioner, bro, and they gonna think that's gonna solve the problem. You know what I mean? But we'll see how the little game unfolds. I wouldn't doubt it. But anyway, let's get back to our Raiders. Goon in the building. Hey, shout out to Goon. Shout out to Ray Love. Thank you for pulling up, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. I'm just touching on a few subjects. Rennie Rapota, 95. Shout out to you. Yeah, super disappointment, man. Well, I'm more not in the team. I'm more disappointed in what they did yesterday. Because week one, they show a lot of resolve and they fought and scratched and won that game. That's, you know what I mean? That's the kind of games, if it gets close, and it's a divisional game. So I expect, you know what I mean, to be close. We hope for blowouts, but you don't get blowouts all the time. You know what I mean? Now, what will really impress me, I think we needed this early loss, and I think we really need to get our teeth kicked down our throats. We needed this early. Because now we get to judge them by how do they react to a loss like this. 38-10. You come out the gate, everything's smooth. Defense, offense, everything's clicking. Then all of a sudden it just unravels. You know what I mean? How do you come back from this against Pittsburgh at your home opener? Do you come back home and do the same shit? Then we got issues. But if you come out there and y'all refuse to let this shit happen again, that's all you can ask for. You got to remember, there's a lot of new parts, a lot of new additions to the team. They're all going to have to learn how. They're going to have to make it through their growing pains, bro. Even the veterans got growing pains with each other as a unit. They got to 1-2 games ain't going to be enough for these motherfuckers to develop that continuity, bro. It just is what it is. That's why I said we all sat here and gave our guess how many games it's going to take before the Raiders become the team that we were hoping for. We didn't say 1 week. We didn't say 2. You know what I mean? So all of a sudden now everybody worried about 1 and 2 weeks. This is not the problem. Get your mistakes out the way early. Don't start fucking up in week 16 and 17 if you got action at making the playoffs. That's when you got a fucking issue. If you got an action at making the playoffs and then you start losing like this, that's when you get pissed off. But right now, we still in first place in the AFC West. First 2 games, we broke. We 500. 500. Denver ain't won a game yet. Chargers ain't won a game yet. And Kansas City sure in the fuck got lucky yesterday to win their first game. Kansas City, bruh, I'm telling you. There's some hiccups in Kansas City, bro. But then again, it's only week 2, bro. Team, like I said, give them about 4 or 5 weeks. Let's see what they are, who they really are. Because right now, we don't know. We don't know. So it's just a wait and see. Okay, let me get into these interviews. I'm gonna get into Josh Jacobs first. Speaking on what the team needs to do and what he felt was reasons why we didn't come away with the win yesterday, man. So let the youngster do it still.
You guys had such a good start. A lot of things went wrong on that screen pass that got deflected. Do you think the game turned there?
I wouldn't say the game turned there. Probably probably the next couple drives, I kind of felt the energy change. I think after that, we still felt like, we had a chance to win. So I wouldn't say it turned there. Yeah.
What is the next step here? You just get back and keep at work?
First, I think that we gotta identify what we didn't do right. Address those issues, and then next week focus on that, and then come out and be ready for Sunday against the Steelers.
In the grand scheme, I think if you look at 2 games on the road, tough opponents, going 1-1 is probably a good thing. But do you feel that now, or is it tough to kind of process that?
Me personally, man, I don't ever want to win a game or lose a game. I mean, I know that might not be realistic, but I never want to lose a game. Most of the time, I don't even want to lose a play, and that's just how I'm wired. And the plays that I do lose, or the plays where I mess up, I take it personally. So for me, it's just, I don't know, I don't have that type of mentality. So to me, I want to win them all. I think they all winnable.
How easy or how hard is it going to be, Josh, to flush this one?
Like I said, to me, I don't think we just need to totally flush it. I think we need to address where we went wrong, improve from there, address those issues, and then improve from there, and then move on. I don't think we just need to, all right, next game and flush it. No, I don't think that will create a winning culture.
And I agree. You don't just flush the last game. You got to get your points out of that game as far as what you need to do to correct your wrongs. And Tony Shepard correct. How do you respond after getting hit in the mouth? Do you fold? Do you quit? Or do you say, man, fuck this shit? I'm about to knock this motherfucker heads off. You know what I mean? So that's why I said I'm not quitting on my team. Never would do that shit. Just like we don't want them to quit, I'm not quitting. But what I want to see is, how do they respond? That's the key. That's the key. We're all in life. You're going to find fucking disappointment. You're going to run into that shit. But how do you respond to it? How do you respond with getting your ass whooped and losing? Are you going to curl out? Going to tuck your tail and curl out? Are you about to go back and be like, I refuse to lose? So that's why I said I want to see this Sunday, what is the response of our Las Vegas Raiders to the Pittsburgh Steelers? Do we take it out on their ass? Do we take it out on their ass? That's what we need to know. On to the next one. Learn from what you just lost. Learn from your mistakes and move on. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of learning. I say the first half of this season. To be honest with you, you know what I mean? It's going to be a lot of learning because there's a lot of new pieces. There's a lot of rookies on this team. You know what I mean? I'm glad to see Trey Tucker get his feet wet. But we still got other guys that need to get out there and do the same shit. And that's what McDaniel said. They all going to need to get out there this year, and hopefully all of them will be playing. But it's a development. Like I said, everybody doesn't develop on the same plane. You know what I mean? Everybody's not the same. Some people going to grasp it faster than others. Others won't. Might take them a little longer. But the bottom line is, do they grasp it? Not how long, but do they? Mike, what you say? Twan was right on what? Raider disrespect 777. Exactly. Don't flush it. There's always something you can get out of everything. Failure and success. But see, failure is the one thing that teaches you the most. You know what I mean? You don't get patted on the back for the shit you supposed to do. How many times? Let me see some thumbs up in the chat if anybody ever patted you on the back for wiping your ass after you shit. Has anybody ever patted you on your back for brushing your teeth when you get up in the morning? How about washing your ass? Has anybody like threw you a surprise party because you washed your ass this morning? Exactly. Nobody celebrates what they're supposed to do. So you, of course, you focus on the negative because that's the shit that needs to be fixed. Whatever you're doing right, keep doing it. There's nothing to focus on. But the shit you're fucking up on, that's what you got to pay attention to and correct. That's what you learn from. That's what they're watching film for. They're not watching the film like, oh, good job, you did your job. You did your fucking job. You know what I mean? When you don't do your job, that's what we got to focus on and what we got to fix. Like I said, ain't nobody gonna buy you a cake for washing your ass in the morning. That's real shit. And we need that. See, this is another thing that they said, and it made a perfect point. We're not supposed to gauge ourselves with the Denver Broncos. That's not what Denver ain't did shit. They ain't doing shit. We want to gauge ourselves against the teams that's considered contenders. Bills are considered contenders. Kansas City is considered a contender. These are the teams that we got to gauge ourselves to. You know what I mean? We got to size their ass up. That's why I said I'm glad it came in week 2. Then later on where it's going to really count, bruh. You know what I mean? There's a lot of teams starting off 0-2 and 2-0 that ain't going to be there with those same records at the end of the year. Facts. You won't see that shit. Shout out to everybody, man. Hey, good to see y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Once again, if this is your first time here, please subscribe. Hit that thumbs up, bro. Like I said, we're breaking this shit down, man, the morning after. You know what it is. Still Raiders. But there's some good points. There's some good things to take from this and learn from it. Now we got to see, do they apply it until... See, to me, these are just new mistakes that we didn't make last week. You know what I mean? So it's like a lot of... And plus, we didn't have Jacoby Myers. So now, Garoppolo needs to get more familiar with all his weapons. I want him to be able to utilize everybody. Don't just be comfortable with Adams. No. Use everybody. Once you have the offense to be where he can trust anybody he throws the ball to, now you're balanced. Now you can counter somebody stacking the box against the run because now you got a pass game where, shit, well, fuck it. If you want to stop the run and stack the box, somebody's man-to-man out there. I'm going to find them. And it don't matter who it is. They're going to catch the ball. That's where he got to get to. Garoppolo, you got to remember, Garoppolo missed. How much did Garoppolo miss? You know what I mean? So he still has to develop that rapport with his teammates. And then you got Jacoby Myers going down now, and you seen he was comfortable with him in week 1. And Devontae still ate this week, but it's just one target, though. You need to utilize all of them. Spread out these defenses. If they want to stack the box, we're going to spread your ass thin. Pause. We're going to spread your ass thin. For real, for real. Raffled his eggs and shit. Oh man. But yeah, man, it's a lot to learn from, man. So let me see, what time is it? 7:38. Let me bring up the and we'll go to Garoppolo's interview in a minute, but I want to look at these box scores and just run shit down real quick. See, the one thing with Garoppolo, bruh, is them fucking interceptions. So those fluke ass interceptions that popped up in the air. But see, I seen the one that got popped up. He was going to Josh Jacobs, and I'm telling you, there was nothing in front of Josh Jacobs, and Jacobs had 2 blockers sitting right there with him, right in front of him. If it wouldn't have got tipped, there was nothing in front of him, bro. I think Josh would have been gone. I think he would have been gone. You know what I mean? But, I mean, it's neither here or there. It's just things that we got to clean up. Offensive line did not play as well as they did last week. I know there was no sacks, but still, you allowed pressure up the middle at that to get. You know what? When you getting Josh hit 3 yards beyond the line of scrimmage, that's bro. They're penetrating. They're penetrating. They're getting past the offensive line, bro, and that should not even happen. But I can see it's over the guard and over the center, and it's like, bro, Jacobs can't even get going. But that's what they tell you to do against good runners is you get to the runners. Like even if you ever face a Henry, you get to Henry before he can get it going behind the line of scrimmage. You know what I mean? Some people on our defense, some people question Spillane, but Spillane led the team in tackles. He was one of the people that had a sack. He had a tackle for loss behind the line of scrimmage. You know what I mean? He did better this week than he did last week. But you got to remember, this is only the second week in the defense. On this starting defense, this is only his second week playing. What are we expecting? Y'all expecting what the Jesus to be on the team? You think he's gonna throw miracles in week 1 and 2? Like snap his fingers and everybody's playing as a unit? Like I said, you got 5 brand new starters on that defense that was not here starting last year. So what are we expecting? A miracle? I mean, I believe in miracles, but not from this, not with no young ass defensive side of the ball. So what exactly is our time frame as far as development, developing cohesiveness with the units? How long do we give them? Some people thought that week 1 after what the media was saying during practice. We practice. So we won the Super Bowl in practice. You know what I mean? We won the Super Bowl in practice. Didn't Denver have didn't they last preseason game? They won 40-0. How is that working for them in the regular season? What did Kansas City do in the preseason? Didn't they go? Didn't they go undefeated? I'm not sure. Because they do let their starters play. We only let our offensive starters play one fucking series, bruh. Garoppolo only threw 4 passes in the preseason. What are we expecting, bruh? Let's keep it a buck. What are we expecting? 4 passes in the preseason. What we expect to come out the gate? Now, we was hoping to come out the gate, but come on, bruh. Come on. Some motherfuckers be ridiculous. You know what I mean? I know I'll be the one. I'll be like Super Bowl every year. I fuck it. I say Super Bowl every year, and then when we do win the Super Bowl, I'm going to look like a genius. But all them other 50 years that I was wrong, you ain't going to remember that when we holding up the trophy. Yep, Lunatic said it. Yeah, after 20 tries. You know what I mean? Shit. It is what it is, man. But yeah, man, the interceptions is killing us. The run game is killing us. I like the little one thing Trey Tucker had, but in that second one, it was pass interference. I don't know why they threw the flag and then turn around and say, oh, there's no flag. Then why the fuck did you throw it? It accidentally fell out your pocket? That's what I be telling you about these dumbass referees, man. Oh, yeah, something has to happen on the defense. You got to show me progress. You know what I mean? Show me progress, bro. Because look, like I said, don't forget when we started the game, the offense just went straight down the field and scored a touchdown. We kicked it off to the Bills. The defense made their ass go 3 and out. So I was like, both sides, defense and offense for us came out in that first drive like hitting. I'm like, here we go. Here we go. Then we started driving again when we made them go 3 and out. And I'm like, oh, shit. If we go up 14-0, and all of a sudden, here come the pop-up turnovers. You know what I mean? But like I said, ain't no sense sitting here crying over spilled milk. Fuck it, pour another glass. What's going to happen Sunday night? Everybody's gonna watch us Sunday night, boy. We own Sunday night against the hated rivalry of motherfucking Pittsburgh Steelers, bruh. What do we show get back? Do we show resolved and like, okay, we gonna get it right? That's what I'm waiting on. Ain't no sense in being here, motherfuckers burning their jerseys and shit, calling up Pittsburgh, trying to sell information on what the game plan gonna be. Like I say, when your hate runs so deep, it turns your ass into snitches. You hate I don't know, it's not the Raiders. Some people hate Garoppolo so bad. Motherfuckers talk about benching Garoppolo already. Boy, I tell you, and I know it's the motherfuckers that's been deep throating Carr. Oh, bench him. Motherfucker, after fucking 2 games and he's 1-1. Did we go 1-1 last year with Carr? we lost to the Chargers out the gate, didn't we? Yeah, we got to see what Patrick Graham, bruh. You know what I mean? I know last year, of course, it showed that they didn't have the personnel last year because look how many motherfuckers, hit stage left. You feel me? And all the new additions they drafted. Majority of your draft picks are rookie defensive players. That told me a lot. This is what and that wasn't Patrick Graham that made those draft picks. That was Ziegler. Facts. Patrick Graham didn't pick those players. Matter of fact, the 5 players or 6 players that Patrick Graham did have at the Senior Bowl, all was handed over to him from Ziegler. Ziegler told him, while you're coaching check out these guys while you're coaching them. He gave Graham the list of all the Senior Bowl players that we drafted. Ziegler the one that gave it to him. Just like Ziegler was the one that told McDaniels about Aiden O'Connell. That wasn't McDaniels didn't discover dude. Ziegler said it himself. I told McDaniels, hey, back in November, go check out this dude. You gonna like him. So McDaniels checked out O'Connell and like, you right. So people be thinking, hey, Graham didn't pick them players, bruh. Now he was told which players to go ahead and analyze and coach and see if they fit what we're trying to do. But overall, Ziegler is the one making personnel choices when it comes to players, the addition of them and the exit of them as well. But we got to wait. We got to see, does it work out? It's not going to happen overnight. I keep trying to tell y'all that shit. It's not going to happen overnight. Hey, say that shit again, being a lot of over what? Hey, a lot of motherfuckers in menopause, boy, right now they got heat flashes. Yeah, man. The Bills ain't no punk ass team. Y'all act like the Bills, like we played the motherfucking who trash? Fucking Houston Texans. You know what I mean? That's why they doing reset, drafting quarterbacks and shit. They hitting reset. That's why I say, hey, if you there's a saying I always, well, it's not a saying, bro. I got it in the song. If you stay quiet long enough, you can hear the snakes hissing. Be quiet. If we just all be quiet and listen, you're gonna hear the motherfuckers that straight snakes for the team and just be bad mouthing the team. Oh, get rid of this coach, get rid of that player. Motherfucker, you ain't no GM. Your motherfuckers hoping you serving them soggy ass fries at In-N-Out. You know what I mean? Checking receipts at Walmart. Motherfucker acting like they armchair GMs and shit. Like I said, these motherfuckers ain't taking your advice and going back to work at the practice facility. Be like, hey, one of the Raider Nation said, what we need to try to do. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody give a fuck. The God. Osei, the God, what's the deal? Remember look, let me tell you about how this Carr shit is. And see, I'm a supporter of any player that plays for the Raiders. I'm supporting them until they no longer a Raider. And the thing with Carr is you have people that hate it. See, it's not just the Carr lovers, it's the Carr haters too. Both of them is the same. They the same. I'm gonna show you. Carr could do no wrong and fuck any other quarterback. They hope the Raiders fail just to prove that, see, it wasn't Carr after all. Them is the lovers. Here's the haters. Last year, they needed the Raiders to lose and to fail to show that we want to get rid of Carr and get a new quarterback. The only way you was going to get rid of Carr is by the Raiders losing. And that's the thing I told y'all last year. I didn't understand that. You hate Carr so fucking bad. You wanted him to fail, which means the team would have failed and we would have get rid of him to get a new quarterback. So you was accepting the team to be trash just to soothe your need of getting Carr out of here. And the Carr lovers, here's the flip side of it. You need Garoppolo to fail, which means if he fails, this team fails, for you to say, see, we told you it wasn't Carr. That's why I say both of them groups, fuck both of them. Fuck the haters and the lovers. Y'all no fucking different. Just like Republicans and Democrats. Y'all ain't no fucking different. Y'all just want shit to work in your favor so you can be right. That's politics all day. That's exactly what politics are. You want shit to work in your favor just so you can be right. At the expense of success. That's the cold part. At the expense of success, you want to be right so bad, you're willing to sacrifice the success of your team, your supposed team, just so you can be correct in your theory. Fuck your theory. Fuck your theory. That's a bunch of bullshit. That's some whole shit. Sacrificing the success of the team just so you can feel good about yourself. Either you got man, let me quit, bro. I don't want to get into that topic again, bro, because it's shit's fucking ridiculous. It's like Republicans and Democrats. Motherfuckers want shit to go their way so they can be right. Always the right way. Vote for. You know what I mean? Donate to. Fuck that shit. That's why I fuck politics. Politics is bullshit. And that's all this Carr shit is. Politics. Jimmy G. Politics. McDaniels. Politics. It's all fucking politics. Fuck politics. Oh, rigged ass politics. Man, for real. Raiders to the death. For real. Motherfuckers don't understand loyalty. Shout out to, hey, right on, John. Hey, I'm just keeping it a buck, bruh. Fuck both sides, but it's pitiful. It's a fucking pitiful thing when you need your team to fucking just be fucking trash just to make you feel right about what your opinion. I told you it wasn't Carr's fault. You want, come on, bro. Both of these motherfuckers is they're like the fucking twins. The haters and the lovers of Carr are twins. Identical. You know what I mean? You know what it remind me of? Look at this. This is what it remind me of, old dumbasses. Here it go. You got your chocolate in my peanut butter. You got your peanut butter on my chocolate. That's what that shit sound like. You got your chocolate in my peanut butter. You got your peanut butter on my chocolate. Who's right and who's wrong? Oh my goodness. Oh man. I'm talking that shit. Hey, purple or gold, what's the deal, man? You see what you say? You been a material. Hey, bro, I hope that's not like flesh material you bending. Nah, let me quit, bro. Material in the fabrication shop right now. Are you telling me Ziggs wants to heal from me? Hey, bro, go ahead and tell him. Let's see if he do it on Sunday. Hey, everybody send a tweet. Send a tweet to Ziegler and McDaniels. Give them the game plan that we are sure going to win by. And let's see if these motherfuckers do it. Oh, my goodness, bro. We acting like these guys ain't going to look at the game film, see the shit that wasn't working, come up with a game plan to fix it, practice to make that motherfuckers, the bad mistakes go away. Come on, bro. You think they just be like, oh, we'll just skip it and go on to the next game? You know what I mean? God dang. D Menace. Oh my goodness. Salute to all y'all, man. For real, man. Hey, this shit just be funny to me, dude. It's like it be so much extreme bullshit. Extreme bullshit. See, look. Xavier, correct. See, so you know what's wrong, right? So if we know what went wrong, we saying that the coaches don't the coaches don't know what went wrong. I'm gonna tell you about Tyree Wilson, and this is the honest the truth, because if you go see, all we have to do is pay attention to all the press conference that they had, right? It was never meant for Tyree Wilson to be a starter right now. Listen to what I tell you guys. This is the facts. The fact is that they're thinking Tyree Wilson for the long haul, for like the next 10 years. What is he going to be? He is a development, but his ceiling is so fucking high. It's like we can't pass him up. That's how high his ceiling is. Is he there now? Nope. And we should have known this, because if Chandler Jones wouldn't have never went through his episode, who would have been starting at the other defensive end? You think Chandler was coming off the bench? So if he would have started, if none of this issue happened with Chandler Jones and he would have started opposite of Max Crosby, where was Tyree Wilson at in all of this? A first-round pick. Where was he at? Oh, he would have been on the bench. Is Tyree Wilson starting for Chandler Jones, or do they got Kuntz in there? And they also brought Tillery over there as well. So that's telling me that they're taking their time with Tyree Wilson. Now they're putting him out there. He has to get reps. That's the only way he's going to get developed. But his development ceiling is so fucking high. I'm talking about high, bruh. The what his potential is. This is all you can go with any draft pick coming out of college. Is you're only drafting them on potential. That's why there's so many busts. Can you label him a bust now? Nope. Because they're not. I know they say, well, he's a first round pick. He needs to. We got this motherfucker here for 5 years. Guaranteed. 5 years he's stuck here. They got time to develop this dude, man. But his ceiling is so ridiculous because of his measurables and all this other shit. Everything that he has to learn is teachable. It's shit that you don't have to be born with. You know what I mean? Pass rush moves, you are taught. You do not come out the womb. Spin moves, fake spin moves, swim moves, all that shit is taught to you. So right now they're teaching them, and thank God we got somebody like Max Crosby, you know what I mean, to help as well. But Chandler Jones is supposed to be on that other side of Max Crosby, starting, not Tyree Wilson. The game plan is to go ahead and bring him along and develop him and get him to that ceiling. Because I tell you what, you get Tyree Wilson to that ceiling that they project him to be able to get to, he's going to be a dominant ass defensive end, bro. Dominant. He'll swallow up shit. That's how big he is. He'll swallow up shit and spit it out. Don't swallow, spit it. I said swallow. Hey, don't swallow, Tyree. Just swallow him and spit it out. Well, you can't do both. You can't swallow and spit. You can. You can swallow and spit. They do it out here in Vegas all the time. Some swallow, some gargle and spit. But bruh, it's just one of those ceilings of a player that you just couldn't, you can't pass up. You know what I mean? You just couldn't pass up. Like I give you a good ass example. Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant is the same thing. Now it came down to work ethic with Kobe Bryant, but Kobe Bryant had one of them ceilings coming out of high school that you just couldn't. That's why the Lakers traded for him. That's why they traded for him. Don't forget, Kobe was not an original pick of the Los Angeles Lakers. They traded for him because what's name seen the like, bruh, his ceiling is through the roof. That was Kobe Bryant's fucking ceiling, bruh. And he was nowhere near his ceiling when he got drafted. He was not good at all his first 3 years in the NBA. But you got to remember, he's young. He came out of high school. He had to develop. And they damn did a good job developing Kobe Bryant. Can we all agree on that? You know what I mean? I'm not even a Laker fan. But Kobe had a ceiling that was, fuck. You had to do that shit. You had to. Same thing with Kevin Garnett coming out of high school. These are guys that came out of high school that ceiling, like they were nowhere near what they end up being. They just, you seen the potential in them. They had that, they were green as fuck. But they got developed and look what they became. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, Kobe became no joke. He came, when he first started in the league though, he was airballing 3-pointers and all that shit. He was airballing all that shit, bro. Kobe wasn't the Kobe Bryant that finished his career with 5 fucking championship rings. He was nowhere near that, but he had the ceiling to get to that level. And that's exactly what they see in Tyree Wilson. They see the potential. Now, can they coach it out of him? That's what we're going to find out. It's not going to happen after year 1 because the intent was never to start him this year. Where would he have started at? He's not starting at DT. His job is that I know they set him up to take over for Chandler Jones. And Chandler Jones might have not even been gone after this year. He came back lighter. It was a potential that, hey, Chandler Jones could have came back in 8 this year. You already got him under contract. You just want to develop this youngster to reach his potential. But I'm telling you, hey, do not give up on Tyree Wilson. You fuck around and say he's a bust, get rid of him. This motherfucker's going to go to another team, and they going to make that motherfucker a beast. They going to turn his ass into a beast, period. I don't want that. He needs to be our beast. You feel me? Hey, Jay, you're wrong. You said you don't draft development player. Every player that you draft is a development player. They're not a given. That's why you think you get so many busts. How many number 1 overall picks went number 1 and didn't become shit? Because you had to develop them. That's a fact. What you think? You coming out of college, you're already a Pro Bowler? You're all pro already coming out of college? Come on, bruh. I know you didn't think that shit. I hope you don't think like that, bruh. You supposed to develop every player you draft. They're all development players. None of them is promised to be stars. Nobody. Shit, come on now. That's facts. That's why you got coaches. That's why you got positional coaches, coordinators. Why do we got coordinators if you don't develop the talent coming out of college? Come on, bruh. That's one thing about the regime. We're gonna have to wait and see. This is only their 2nd year. How well did they develop talent in New England? I'm just asking. We know Belichick is only defense. He ain't no defensive offensive coach. So who developed the offensive players with New England? I'm just asking. Who made Brady Brady? You know what I mean? And then all the other offensive players, the Edelmans and shit, like who was the offensive dude that did that shit with those players? You got to have the right coaches to help develop and get the best out of your draft picks. Your draft picks don't come into the league out of college already Pro Bowlers and all Hall of Famers. You got to earn that. You got to be developed into that shit. That's it. And sometimes it's situational situational instances that help that process along. Are you drafted in the right system? Is the right coaches that can suit your abilities bring the best out of you? You know what I mean? Like we just use basketball as an analogy, right? Who do you think helped develop some of the greatest players ever? Who helped develop Michael Jordan? Because Michael Jordan didn't start getting them championships until who was the head coach? That was a former player. That was the coach of the Lakers as well and won championships with them too. Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson was able to put his thumbprint on Jordan as well as Kobe. It is what it is, bro. Some motherfuckers are just good at that shit. And I can't even knock old Walrus in Kansas City because he's good with quarterbacks as well. You went from McNabb to Mahomes. Decent, solid quarterbacks. Snoop's, even if he still has to be developed, bro. He's raw. You know what I mean? He's raw. But you can't deny that the motherfucker's measurables and what his potential could be ain't like up there. Like, bruh, if you can develop him to be one of those Pro Bowl type defensive ends, he has the size and the strength to do that shit. But do we have the coaches to bring it out in him? That's what we're here for. We talk about he only got two games in his career, and we already saying bust. After 2 games. Boy, thank God they didn't say Kobe was a bust after 2 games. Don't make me pull up Kobe's numbers his rookie year. Y'all gonna be like, oh, they should have been got rid of Kobe. Thank God they didn't. Hey, I'm nowhere near my ceiling, and I'm 50. Hey, that's how. Hey, I got a long road to travel, my friend. You know what I mean? I still skeet good. I don't need no blue pills, an erection, shit. The wind blow on the tip of my dick, I'm a wreck like a motherfucker, boy. I don't need nothing, but I'm blessed. You feel me? Art, what's the deal, man? Oh, let me get into before I get off of here, because I gotta get off of here now though. Let me run this Jimmy Garoppolo interview. He makes some key points as well, bro. That's why we gotta listen to the players, what they think is. If it's smoke and mirrors, they're gonna brush it off like it ain't shit. But they know the game plan, bro. They know it. Let's go.
What's up, everyone?
Jimmy, I'd like to ask you, first drive went so well, and then the team, there was struggle. Can you talk about, was it Buffalo making changes? What do you think happened?
I thought we got off to a good start like we wanted to. We talked about it all week doing that, but yeah, we just didn't sustain it. It starts with myself. I mean, I made way too many mistakes, physical, mental, whatever, just all of it. And then, we just couldn't get into a rhythm. But yeah, to beat a good team like that at their place, you got to play a lot better than that. And they just took advantage of us.
Again, another week where this time Hunter gets 1 pass, but how much of that has to do with Jimmy? I mean, you were literally under pressure almost from the snap of the ball. You didn't get time to make a lot of reads.
Yeah, but that's just part of it. I mean, against a good defense, you're gonna have to make some plays like that, move in the pocket, and give your guys opportunities. I just didn't think I did enough of that tonight, so. Just got to be better, man. There's just little things that we got to do. We'll go watch the film, but just little things that it really, it wasn't. They played a great game, don't get me wrong, but we just made too many self-inflicted errors.
That first drive went so well. What did you see that first drive, and what was there after that, I guess?
They changed a little bit. They started moving to Devontae a little bit more, but they didn't change anything crazy. They stuck to their game plan. It's good defense, so got to tip your hat to them. They had a good game plan, good players. So it's just one of those days. Wasn't going our way.
And see, Garoppolo keeping it 100. You know what I mean? He keeping it 100. He ain't sit there and sugarcoat shit. They tip your hats off to their defense. That's a damn good defense they got. And there's a lot of mistakes that they made mentally and physically. You know what I mean? So they know what they're doing, what they did wrong. They'll look at the game film and it's gonna go ahead and plant that and cement like, bruh, that's exactly what I thought happened too. There's a lot of shit we can improve on. Long as they can improve it, man, I want to see growth. You know what I mean? We haven't got to the point of having consistency yet. You have to have something established and then be consistent to that. I don't want to be consistently losing. You know what I mean? And I don't, them close games with Denver, that's not what this team is going to end up being. But at least if they can win close games like that, I'm more comfortable because they were losing games like that last year. So all they have to do is they got to put it together. They got to clean up a lot of shit. They got to fine tune it. Like he said, the way they came out was perfect. The way they came out the gates yesterday versus the Bills was the best I've seen the Raiders in a long time. I mean, they were hitting. They were coming down that, boy, the play calling, all that shit. Throwing Trey Turner in that bitch. All the way getting down to the fucking touchdown for Devontae Adams. That was beautiful. Beautiful. But they weren't consistently doing that. See, that's the things that we have problems with. We want positive consistency. That's it. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens Sunday. Sunday night, all eyes on us. We the late game. And this rivalry goes for a long time. We already know this, y'all. This been around. The rivalry been thick since the 70s. You know what I mean? So do we clean up what we need to clean up, get into the game Sunday and dominate? Can we get a dominating performance from our team on both the defensive side and the offensive side of the ball? We shall soon see. But I'm not ready to hang up the season. Who's ready to quit after week 2? Just quit, fuck the season, and just watch college football. Watch the Las Vegas Aces try to repeat. Y'all ready to quit on NFL season and just fuck it since the team ain't shit and we ain't gonna win another game? Let's just watch college football. Let's see what Colorado can Colorado take down Oregon this weekend? Can we get the battles of the last season of the Pac-12? That fucked up. The Pac-12 is gonna be gone, y'all. Oh man, not the Pac-12. It's gonna be gone after this year, and it's the first time all these damn teams have been fucking ranked high. You know what I mean? In the Pac-12, man, Utah, Washington, Oregon State, Colorado, USC, man. Hey, the Pac-12, hey, they going out with a bang this year, y'all. They going out with a bang. Man, for real. D-Minutes, man, salute to you, my brother. I appreciate you, man. Man, thank you for the super, man. I appreciate it, for real. I still got to get these ass hairs plucked, so that's gonna go a long way. I can get about maybe 5 grams of ass hairs plucked for 5. Hey, bro, it's good. I appreciate that, bro. I need to get that asshole cleaned up. When I start shitting on all these motherfuckers that was hating on the Raiders, I want that shit to run smooth. I don't need no little dingleberries hanging from my ass hairs because I'm about to shit on everybody. All the haters is getting shit on. Getting shit on, for real, for real. So with that being said, hey, nation, step to the side. Don't let shit get on you because I'm shitting on the haters, y'all. And I hope it's like loose and I hope it's like bubble gut type shit. And I hope they look up in the air when I'm doing it so they can drown in it. You can't give up. Bruh, that's what I'm saying. I'm not giving up after 2 games. You know what I mean? We're here to watch the whole season to see how it unfolds. We are 1-1. We are atop of the AFC West. I know it's only 1-1 and we got a divisional win. Kansas City struggled against Jacksonville. Let's keep it a buck. They struggled against Jacksonville. So let that be embedded in your membrane. Chargers don't impress me. You know what I mean? They're 0-2. Denver, they had a 17-point lead against Washington and turned around and lost that shit. Hey, what happened to Sean Payton bringing? Oh, Sean Payton's going to turn that's going to be a different team under Sean Payton. Yeah? Yeah? Or are we going to let Sean Payton go ahead and develop his team, but not let our coaches develop ours? Is that what we're doing? Double standards? Well, just give Sean Payton some time. Oh, he gets time? Oh, we was we was ready to fucking just get the lynch mob on McDaniels and them after 1 year. But Sean Payton gets how many years he get? He's just his first year. Fuck Sean Payton. I'm about, oh man, what the hold on. Only one man was born as the savior of the Raiders. These fans reading, what did he say? Reading the Bible and think it's about football. Alfredo, hey, salute, bro. Hey, let me jump off here, man. That was a good one, bro. I like that one, Raider Tiger. Hey. And in the beginning, there was pigskin and threads. As the QB took snap under the center, he shall walketh backwards 3 steps and release in the direction of hope. Now let me quit. The book of Davis, the New Testament of Davis, of Al Davis. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. Let me get my ass up off here, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all Monday. We'll be back tomorrow with Good Morning Raider Nation live podcast right here on Raiders Allegiance with your boy Lunatic Raider. Everybody out here that ain't subscribed, man, please subscribe. I'm a shit on y'all too. I'm a shit on you too if you don't subscribe. Hit that thumbs up. Make sure it ain't the thumb that was up somebody's ass. Make sure it's the clean thumb, not the mean thumb. You feel me? Not the one that make you get that fish eye. You know what I mean? Y'all enjoy y'all day, man. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, right here on Raiders Allegiance. It will be the Good Morning Raider Nation live podcast. We'll dig into some more shit. We'll get some more news, more press conferences to talk about, all that good shit. So in the meantime and in between time, y'all be safe. Make it back to your loved ones. And I'll see y'all same Raider time, same Raider channel. Lunatic Raider, and I'm out this bitch.